This is 3 years since you were last in Australia.
Yeah.
It must be surreal every time, though, to see these fans, just how many turn up to see you.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we came, as you said, 3 years ago, I think that really caught me by surprise because you don't really expect so many Leeds fans to be so far away. I mean, pretty much the other side of the world. And then so I kind of expected it this time, but even still, especially when we arrived in Perth last night, kind of all the fans in the airport and the cameras and everything, it was pretty wild, to be honest. And I think those 3 years with COVID and everything kind of makes you forget, but it's lovely to see.
How's pre-season been so far? It's been hard work, obviously the first one under Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, look, pre-season's never easy, but that's the way it should be. I think the important thing is getting the game time and getting back to playing and stuff, and it kind of gives you good foundations for the season coming. So you can tell I'm breathing a little bit from training now. So it's always hard, but it's enjoyable. Really enjoying that.
After last season, you must be doubly determined to kick on. It must have been a very frustrating campaign. Obviously, it was difficult for the club as a whole, but for yourself personally.
Yeah, I mean, look, injuries are part and parcel of the game. I think it's a little bit unfortunate to have a couple kind of that followed on from each other and ended up basically missing most of the campaign. But the main thing, as soon as I got injured the Wolves game towards the end of the season, my main aim was making sure I was fit for this season, and that's what I've done. I mean, it's still a process, but I'm in a much better place.
What was it like working with Jesse? Obviously, you spent a long time under Marcelo. He did a lot for you, but
yeah. Jesse
seems like an exciting, progressive coach.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're very different, but they're also very similar in some ways as well. The intensity, and I think that the work ethic that they both demand on the pitch when you're on the training ground and on a match day is all 100% pretty much, and they're very demanding in that. But then you could sit down with Jesse and have lunch with him, and if you've done the hard work, the football training's out the way, and whatever videos have done and stuff, you can sit and have a chat about something totally random or nothing to do with football. So there's that side of it as well. But the good thing with him is that there's a good balance between working hard, which this group of lads do, and then also being able to have that time to switch off as well.
Just a couple more from me. Obviously, there's been a lot of focus on Calvin and Rafinha leaving, but you've made a lot of exciting signings, and it sounds like there's more to come. What do you make of the shape of the group, and obviously what have you made of the two lads going out?
Look, I mean, look at Calvin, the way he came on in the last 4 years. I think that it said it all when he went straight from getting promoted to them being in the England team, and he kind of became a mainstay there. So he deserves this chance. He deserves to go and win trophies and fight for trophies on all fronts. So none of us can begrudge him for going. I think we were all kind of, as sad as it is, almost pushing him because he deserves it and it's his time. And then with Rafa, obviously everyone knew that Barca was like his boyhood dream, and even when he came back and whilst he was waiting for things to be sorted out, he was still good with the lads. Like, he still trained hard in pre-season under Jesse, even though he knew what was going on. So they both deserve what they've got, and we wish them all the best.
And one that you touched on, England, I just wanted to ask about that. It's obviously you've come off a challenging season with the injuries yourself, but it's a year unlike any other. There's a World Cup at the end of it. Is that in your sights? Is it Leeds the first and foremost, and England just comes if it comes? Yeah,
I think if you're happy at your club and you're playing well, then that puts you in contention for whatever national team you play for. So for me, obviously, I've got to concentrate on Leeds, and I'd be lying if I said the World Cup wasn't in the back of my mind, because obviously it's every kid's dream, but I know that there's a lot of hard work I've got to do to even put my name in the picture.